there is a situation that's totally reasonable this year in which they could not be having any of these problems and they'd still be fighting for a wild card.
But for a while there, they looked like they would hold off the Orioles because they're so good. And the Orioles are good, too. And, don't look now, but the Red Sox are just 6 back in the loss column. Do you want the Red Sox to pass you? And I'm not sitting here breaking down the Yankees and saying that they have no chance. I'm not saying that. But the way they're playing now, they have no chance. That every single game they win is going to be an arduous task for them to win. That they're not hitting and they're not pitching. That's not a good combination. And sometime soon, if other teams have brains in their skull, they're not pitching to Soto and Judge. They're not. Why would you? Let Verdugo snap out of it and break out of it. But if you want right now the culprits, I mean, you can't. There's nothing you can say about Stanton getting hurt. You expected it, but boy, did it hurt. You can't say anything about Jason Dominguez getting hurt. You didn't expect it, and he got hurt. 2 months. You can't expect to be able to sit here and go, well, Anthony Rizzo is problematic. Nobody thought he'd break his hand, but, he wasn't tearing it up either. But you always sat back and said, well, the track record is there. He'll do something. But let's look at the guys that should be hitting. Gleyber Torres should be better than this. DJ LeMahieu should be better than this. And goodness gracious, Anthony Volpe and Alex Verdugo, they've got to go back to what they were in the first 2 months of the season. Because if they're not hitting, then the offense is zero. Because you can actually maneuver around Soto and Judge. Those guys have to hit. So you can't say anything about the injured players. They're injured. But the healthy guys that aren't hitting, what's going on? It's July 3rd. What's going on? Is Gleyber Torres going to get off onto a tear? Now, he got a hit yesterday, so he's had 7 hits in the last 4 games. It's hard to rip him for that. But when you look down at his numbers, he's not what they expect him to be. And DJ LeMahieu is not close to the player they expect him to be. Anthony Volpe was having a great season. Now he's into the 250s because of this stretch of 17 games. And Alex Verdugo, maybe it was that stretch where the Yankees faced all these lefties. He's fallen. He's not the same player. And, the dirty little secret, everybody? Just a dirty little secret.
Lean close?
I don't know if we have to lean close. Alex Verdugo's a good player. I like him. He was a good pickup by the Yankees. He's an outstanding left fielder with a great arm. In a perfect world, he shouldn't be batting 4th. In a perfect lineup, he's not your number 4 hitter. Boone has put him there out of necessity. Who else are you going to put there? But in a perfect world, that's not where he should be hitting. He should be hitting 6th or 7th, and then you've got a really deep lineup. But right now, all the pressure's on Verdugo.
Any chance that maybe he could downgrade the chain until he starts playing in a way where he's worthy of that kind of chain?
He does change the chains.
Because the big one, he's not worthy of the big one right now. It's too much. That's an Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge should be wearing a chain like that, not this version of Verdugo.